Careface CVP. Subscribe, like, comment, and let the whole world know about Careface CVP.
In light of what's going on in the community and pay recognition to the arts community, it's a pleasure to have student inviting this space. Continue from arts. For those who don't know what Art Start is, Art Start was this beautiful arts organization that used to have a lot of youth programs. In 1992, I was working here. In 1995, that is the start. Did you work here?
Yeah.
This was our
One of
day.
the founders of Art Start is I don't know.
So this space has a lot of history when it comes to art in Little Jamaica. For those who don't know the history of this space. And when I came here, I said, wait a minute, I used to work here. So it was like, I got all excited. So this studio M, your audio video recording studio, it's for everybody. So dancers, singers, upstairs, downstairs, and I see a lot of artists in the room. But for me, it's a pleasure just to be here, where, as I said, I used to work with young people. So I'm continuing the tradition. Okay? So, that being said, this is the last time you're going to hear from me tonight, because I'm going to turn it over to the young people, which is Jen. She's the operation manager for the studio. She's right there. There's Shante at the back. She's very shy, but she does everything that I don't do and more. That's Shante at the back. And there's Kayla at the back there. You know what I'm saying? Her first job, believe it or not, she's 16 years old. So we really have a lot of young people working here because we do believe in one, using the arts to be able to work with young people. So today you're going to hear about a lot of programs happening, what we have planned is to the end. So I'm going to turn it over to Jen. Woo.
Hello everyone, so I'll just be giving you a presentation, a little slideshow just going over the goals of the studio and just the services that we offer. So please let me know if I need to be loud or anything, and we'll have questions at the end. So starting off, Studio M can be used as a rental space. So the first thing we have is for photography. So if you just look to the left over there, you can see we already have a bit of photography equipment. So essentially you can come in here and you can use it to do a headshot, or you can do it for a photo shoot or anything of the sort. The next we have it is for dance rehearsal. So just so you know, the studio is still under renovation, so we do have a lot of things that we are planning on adding. One of those is industrial mirrors. So these floors are actually great for dancing on, and we do plan to get some mirrors on the side so it can be used for that. Next we have vocal recording. Downstairs we are working on a recording studio. It's about 70% done, I would say. It's going great, and it can also be used for that. Next is video production. Just the same with photography, so the space can be used for any type of videos. So the next we have is our in-house services, also known as our artist development packages. The reason why we call that is because it is targeted towards artists. And as you can see, the little footnote at the bottom, they all do come in bundles, so at discounted prices. So the main categories that we have is photography, digital services, and recording studio. We do have a few others, but these are kind of our main ones. So the first we have are headshots. So headshots are pretty straightforward. So those are just pictures about shoulder up. These are a great thing to do if you're getting into acting, if you're a musician and you need to send out something for a flyer or anything like that. Next we have is a photo shoot. So photo shoots can range from artists to just regular everyday people. Maybe you have a birthday shoot or something like that. With the photo shoots, with the people that we have in-house, we will be tailored to your needs. So just speaking on myself, I did go to school for production, so I am very crafty, I would say. So let's say you're looking for a custom background, like you wanted something that was made just for you, then I can definitely do that, make something from scratch. So that's what photo shoots would be. And next is we have music videos. So that's something that would be from our in-house freelancers, but that probably wouldn't be in the studio. And yeah, that's pretty straightforward. So the next is visualizers. I know not a lot of people know what a visualizer is. So just to give you a definition, a visualizer is essentially To compare it to a music video is usually about 3 minutes. It has a story to it. It has a beginning and an end, whereas a visualizer is a great cheaper alternative if you're trying to put out something with your music, but you don't have the budget for a music video. So it's usually about 30 seconds. It's great visuals. It's something that doesn't need a story to it. It's something that's a lot more simplistic. And like I said, the main thing about it is it's a lot more budget friendly. The next are digital services. So photo editing. So let's say you had a photo shoot that was already done. You need someone to do touch-ups or anything like that, and we provide that. We have video editing, which is just the same concept.
EPK. So an EPK is an electronic press kit. So it's basically a digital version of a promotional package.
So as an artist, an EPK is something that you would really want. It's something that you send out to venues if you're performing or anything like that. It essentially has everything they need to know about you. So it would have your biography, it would have your social media handles, it would have everything about you essentially. And then the last thing is flyer design. That's pretty straightforward. So if you're looking for a flyer to be done, then that can also be done here. The next we have a recording session with the engineer. Pretty straightforward. So that would be recording with the engineer around. The next is music, final mix and master. So with the recording session, essentially that's just you going on the mic and recording. A mix and master means that they're adding the auto-tune, they're tweaking and everything like that. So what's great with this is if you just want to come and record something and get it mixed and mastered, you can. But if you already have a piece of audio that you need to be mixed and mastered, we can also provide that too. And the last thing we have is original instrumental creation. So that's essentially creating beats. So if you're looking for an original beat, maybe something, a reggae beat, a hip-hop beat, or anything like that, our engineers can also provide that. So with all these services here, they do come in packages. We do have about 4 or 5 tiers, and they can range from about like $100 to like $1,000. And we do have ones that we tailor based on where you are as an artist or just maybe as an individual. So if you are an emerging artist, for example, I would recommend the Tier 1 package, which would be an EPK and a headshot. That's a great way to start off because, like I said, headshots are important to send out, and EPKs is what you send out to people so they know who you are. So then the last thing we have is our community goals, so essentially what Studio M plans to do in the community. So the first thing we have is classes for children and youth. So we do want to use this space to be able to do things like music classes, theater classes, creative writing, anything like that for children and youth. The last thing is we have digital media exhibitions. So that would be film screenings and just anything that has to do with art essentially. And the last is digital advertisements. And that's it. So that's
it. Brought to you by Careface CVP. Subscribe, like, comment, and let the whole world know about us. Careface CVP.